Can I make all this world seem right? Only you can I make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do, and fill my heart with love for only you. Only you can I make all this change in me.
I'm holding on your rope, got me 10 feet off the ground. I'm hearing what you say, but I just can't make a sound. You tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. But wait, you tell me that you're sorry, didn't think I'd turn around and say that it's too late to apologize. It's too late.
Hey, Dad, what are you now watching?
It's a TV program about the South Island Line.
South Island Line? That means there is a station in South Horizon?
Yes, let's see.
港鐵南港島線利東有班唱鹹水歌嘅 Wonder Girls， 你見過未？
揾得過呢個事，
你哋有冇粉絲啊？
俾人指得浸之龍㗎。山頂嘅朋友你哋好，我哋出嚟登海得啊！
黃竹坑有個破健力士紀錄嘅大總王，你見過未？
投咗百幾萬
160萬。
我有個新發明，血水粽，呢個賣相得唔得咧？
海怡半島有個令馬騮都坐定嘅金鉸剪，你見過未？阿啲瞓咗喎，咁你點算啊？
咁你冇理由嘈醒佢㗎嘛？就算整得唔係幾好睇，我都唔會整傷佢啦。
海洋公園有隻識揼骨嘅熊貓，你見過未啊？全地球有幾多隻熊貓咧？
喺野外嘅有1600隻，講緊嘅係大熊貓。
咁第時有港鐵，佢係咪都會搭港鐵出去飲嘢嘅咧？第時南港島線一通，大把南區之寶任你見識，發掘更多香港潛力。香港鐵路用心鋪出新里程。
Good afternoon. I believe that many of us have already heard of the extensions that MTR will be adding to its current system. The Aberdeen Tunnel constantly suffers from traffic congestion problems, largely affecting the lives of residents and constraining the economic development of the Southern District. Buses have been the main type of transport for residents of the Southern District. The extension of the MTR network through the South Island Line seeks to solve these problems. After long discussions and consultations since 2002, the government has finally approved the proposal of the South Island Line in 2010. Construction has started in 2011 and it is aimed to start operating in 2015. It is also hoped that the South Island Line would stimulate tourism in the Southern District, in addition to economic growth and development of the society. With the South Island Line, it only takes around 4 minutes to reach Ocean Park from Admiralty and around 10 minutes to reach South Horizons. This largely reduces the traveling time to and from the area, making it much more convenient.
Hey, oh my god, Dad, it's only 10 minutes, you know? Now I need to wait for the bus for 10 minutes and use more than half an hour to go to Admiralty.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but I don't think it actually affects you, right? Because you drive.
Yeah, it's true though.
But I think in the later future, the traffic jam during the peak hours will be better, right?
I hope so, but there are a lot of people driving now, so I'm afraid the traffic jam will continue.
I see.
The railway will be a medium capacity system and is estimated to cost 10 billion Hong Kong dollars. The expected amount of the South Island Line is 170,000 passengers per day, whereas the 500-meter catchment population of the 4 stations in the Southern District will be about 121,000 in 2016, and the corresponding catchment employment will be about 46,000. Critics are commenting that these numbers are regarded as relatively low compared to the amount of capital that has to be put into the project. Now, let's look into the details of the population in the area. According to the figures, we can see that for the working population, only 20% work in the same district, meaning that many have to travel a relatively large distance to work. But the population is also relatively wealthy when compared to other areas in Hong Kong, as around 50% are living in private housing. Many in the area where the South Island Line will reach own a car, which is the main transport tool for them. For these people, it would be difficult for the introduction of the South Island Line to be able to change their habits from driving to taking the MTR. For students, 53% of them actually do not need to travel out of the area for study, and therefore it limits the importance of the South Island Line as a means of transport. Therefore, according to the current population details, this further supports the argument that the population size that the South Island Line would serve is relatively small and unable to support the large investment of 10 billion Hong Kong dollars for the project of a medium capacity system.
It kind of makes sense. There are areas where that money can be used better. And we do have a lot of buses and minibus now.
But I would say that it takes forever to grow up.
There are currently 65 bus routes and 41 mini bus routes providing access to different areas, a number that many people would think is sufficient for the area. Let's see what the residents in the area think.
請問你係咪住喺南區㗎？係啊，我住海怡半島㗎。咁你贊唔贊成港鐵興建呢個南港島線呢？贊成啊！上次我考 midterm 遲到咗成個鐘喎，就因為嗰條鴨脷洲大橋有車喎，塞咗勁耐都出唔到嚟。唔通叫我游水過嚟考 midterm 咩？好彩 professor 咧就俾我補考，但係咁就 below mean 啦，係咪唔抵啊？小姐，請問你係咪住喺南區㗎？係啊，我住香港仔㗎。咁請問你平時係搭咩車過嚟九龍塘返工㗎？我搭170巴士。港鐵就嚟有南港島線喎，請問你支唔支持呢？梗係支持啦，因為香港仔隧道成日塞車㗎，我又唔係喺總站上車喎，排到我嗰陣時唔上到車，有時要搭成2個鐘先出到嚟九龍塘，幾唔方便啊！但係如果有南港島線，我應該唔使1個鐘就出咗嚟九龍塘啦。
A survey done in June 2004 reflected that over 90% residents support the construction of the South Island Line. According to MTR, the line should be built as, in normal working days during morning peak hours, approximately 2,900 vehicles per hour are traveling through the Aberdeen Tunnel, northbound, very close to the saturation flow of 3,000 vehicles. When Ocean Park's expansion project is completed, the traffic volume is estimated to increase to 3,700 vehicles per hour. When Fisherman's Wharf in Aberdeen and Wong Chuk Hang commenced development is completed in 2016, it is estimated that the traffic volume will be increased to 4,300 vehicles per hour. Therefore, the road vehicle usage through the Aberdeen Tunnel during peak hours would exceed the saturation flow, meaning there is a need to reduce the road transport by providing other means like the South Island Line. Now let's look into the benefits that this project brings. First of all, the economic benefits occurred to transport infrastructure is generally measured in terms of time savings to road users. The economic internal rate of return of the South Island Line is about 9% per annum, measured in real terms. It is estimated that the South Island Line will save the public on average about 12 million hours in a year. Other economic benefits would include time savings for road and rail users, thus assisting Hong Kong's efficiency and competitiveness. Promotion of urban revitalization in Wong Chuk Hang and tourism developments to generate long-term employment and economic activity. Facilitating the expansion of Ocean Park with the construction of hotels and additional attractions. Creation of an attractive and convenient living environment with the rail plus property development model. And also, the creation of job opportunities during the construction and operation.
Tourism? What tourism do we have here?
Ocean Park probably, right?
Yeah, they're expanding and building hotels, but do you need a special railway for this purpose?
But I know there's an old Aberdeen police station which now used as the youth center, and besides from that we got the Aberdeen Tea Cow Temple and Hongqing Temple if you count this tourist spot as a destination. But besides from that, I would say there's no much more land for further developments because most of the land are occupied by steep hills.
According to MTR's report, there will also be social benefits to the area with the construction of the South Island Line, including improved environmental conditions, including air and noise, enhanced road safety due to a reduction of road traffic, urban rejuvenation in the district, and also improvements in living conditions in the area. On the other hand, the development of the line will bring more people to the area, potentially leading to a decrease in their living quality. The opening of the line will also force the bus and minibus companies to cut routes, and hence decreasing instead of increasing the choice of residents. With construction spanning over more than 4 years, constructing a railway is definitely complex. The South Island Line includes underground construction within tunnels and also parts above ground on viaducts. The underground construction works include excavation of rail tunnels, pedestrian subways, and underground stations at Admiralty, Leitong, and South Horizons. Construction of the stations at Ocean Park and Wangzhoukhang will use elevated viaducts. The majority of the underground sections are in rock. Therefore, over 90% excavation is undertaken using the drill and blast method. In some sensitive areas at shallow levels and where the drill and blast method is not feasible, excavation is carried out by mechanical means. For shallow excavation in soft ground, cut and cover method is used. In order to minimize the effect to the environment and residents during construction, different methods to reduce the noise emitted will be used. Efforts have also been put on tree preservation through setting up of preservation zones, compensatory planting, water sprinkling systems, and regular water spraying. Stockpiling will be covered and wheels of vehicles will be washed when leaving construction sites to minimize dust too. Viaducts will be painted green, minimizing the effect on the view and to fit in with the environment with barriers to minimize noise pollution. There are both arguments that support and criticize the South Island Line presented in today's program. We hope that this has provided everyone with much more in-depth understanding of the South Island Line and the effects that it causes. See you next week.
Frozen, I held my breath. Right from the start, I knew that I'd found the home for my heart. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000